head coach Sean McVay, said yesterday Stafford has not practiced during training camp. Yesterday on the show, Damian Woody said Stafford's injury is one to pay very close attention to.
This is the story to me, in my opinion, of the preseason. This man has not taken one snap in practice. It'd be one thing if the organization is managing him and he's still practicing, it wouldn't alarm me. You haven't taken a snap in practice? It's Philly, and for me, Rams are right there. We saw what the Rams were able to do. Rams could have won that game in Philadelphia last year. And now you're sitting here and telling me Matthew Stafford, 37 years old, off injured, not practicing at all. Right now, that is a huge freaking deal to me.
Ooh. All right, that is our very own Damian Woody putting some perspective on the lack of action for Matthew Stafford. So, guys, we spun this to this question because we know how essential quarterback play is in the NFL. Marcus, we start with you. Which team do you think is at risk of underperforming?
Rams.
Because
Woody is absolutely right. Listen, first of all, I don't think Matthew Stafford gets enough credit for how good he is at playing the position. And remember, this team, the Los Angeles Rams traded away a quarterback that they went to the Super Bowl with to assure that they would win one and get back. That is one of the biggest gambles in football history. To say, look, we're going to get rid of this guy who helped us get to a Super Bowl. Todd Gurley was a big part of that as well when they got there the first time. But Matthew Stafford is going to put us over the hump. And coming out of Detroit, the question was, is he a Super Bowl winning quarterback? Well, he answered all those questions. And the biggest issue is his back. And look, we know in the NFL, we always say it amongst players. I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. Once the back or the neck goes, it's over, right? And for a quarterback of his age, with the way the game has sped up, and seeing how good they are when he's actually healthy and playing at a very high level, the Rams should be the biggest concern within their organization and the biggest concern for the football community. Because Matthew Stafford, they don't sniff having an opportunity to win a championship. With him, they do.
Now, the Rams, they do have the second shortest odds to win the NFC West behind the 49ers, though. But I think this obviously will be a pivotal point to watch as far as Stafford goes. Who you got, K-Mark?
I agree. Good answer. I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions. Because the question is about failing to meet expectations. So it's not which team isn't going to be good. The Lions, we expect them to be a Super Bowl contender. However, they got Jared Goff, but both coordinators being gone.
Big deal.
Big deal. We can't praise Ben Johnson going to the Bears and saying, ooh, I'm excited to see Caleb Williams, because what Ben Johnson can do as a signal caller, as a play caller, as somebody who is just a young offensive mind and all that, and not think about how the Detroit Lions have lost that. Covering Lions games, the man literally drew up a play called Stumble Bum where guys are falling down, Jared Goff is tumbling down, just all these trick plays that they can't do anymore, in theory. I think with this team, I've covered them when they went to San Francisco. They had a double-digit lead in the first half in the NFC Championship, and they lost. I covered them in Detroit, home field against Jaden Daniels.
Come on, my Commanders. I knew this was coming.
And they lost bad. Maybe I'm the reason. I don't know. But
don't do that, friend. It's not you. It's not you. It's
but honestly, the Lions are a team where you should be able to pencil them into the Super Bowl, except you can't because you really don't know. We got to see it, how they deal with the loss of Ben Johnson. Also, Aaron Glenn, who's now the head coach of the Jets.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold you. If not for the fact that my Commanders were victorious last season, would have broken my heart for Lions fans in terms of going 15-2 and coming up short. I say, who you got most at risk of underperforming this season?
My answer to this question is the Commanders.
Ooh, child. Monica, you okay?
No, I'm not.
I'm sorry. Sure. I didn't see the Detroit Lions in the NFC Championship game last year. I saw Jaden Daniels and the Commanders in the NFC Championship game last year. I know they got romped by 30 by the Philadelphia Eagles because their rookie quarterback was really the only dude who showed up. But he showed up.
Yes, he did.
And so what happens now? You've got this star quarterback as a rookie who finished 7th in league MVP voting, who's coming into this season projected as a top 5 MVP candidate. And what's your problem? Your star wide receiver, McLaurin, you can't get him signed.
Oh, my God.
And you got this other cat, Noah Brown, who's injury prone. Remember, he missed the last 4 games last year, plus the playoffs with that lacerated kidney. So with that going on, and you've got, this is your primary weapon, your star, who you've prioritized protecting, but you're compromising potentially his assets that are going to be available to him because you know you got bills to pay over the next 3 years, and you're trying to get McLaurin under the $30 million threshold, okay? You won an NFC Championship game last year, which means that the only team that was standing in front of you in the Super Bowl was the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, now you've got Matthew Stafford with the back.
Yep.
You got Jared Goff in Detroit worried about losing both coordinators. Okay, you got Chicago going to come up, but how much? You got Jordan Love, who's still a question mark, not his skill set, but his mindset in terms of showing up in big moments. We all know the Cowboys got a black cat, anything waiting to happen. We waiting for that. So it's a prime opportunity for the Washington Commanders to find themselves back in a pole position, or at least in a position where they're competing with the Philadelphia Eagles for supremacy within the NFC. But finances is getting in the way of prioritizing, securing everything for your star pupil, which is your quarterback. I think the answer to this question is the Commanders.
My heart. Now, I will say this, because your expectations for them to be NFC Championship or in Super Bowl.
Commanders, I mean, I think they're knocking on the door.
And I may be in the minority amongst that fan base. I'm not 100% sold that I expect success to be a ladder in that way. Like, I think last year was such an incredible year that this franchise is in a new position. We've gotten out of the doldrums of disgrace in many ways. But if it doesn't exactly match up, but there's still progress, I can stomach that.
I feel you on that.
No? Okay. All right. Maybe I'm just projecting my small heart.
Jaden Daniels is talented enough to get you a Super Bowl. If you are running the Commanders, you are looking at this window saying, within this rookie contract, we got to win it all. Because he is that good. To Steven's point about, don't mess this up. Everybody was praising you.
It's only year 2 of the rookie contract, though. We got time.
Because of the uniquely talented QB you have.
I love it.
Before you have to spend.
Before you got to pay Jaden real money.
Well, this is a great conversation.
Because?
But it's the Rams.
Oh, because you want to be right.
It's a great conversation.
Well, it's only. Well, listen. Here's what I would say to you. My mentality is that I just think because he's 37. Because you signed him in the offseason after there was some trepidation, you want him to go out and look for other opportunities or whatever before you ultimately brought him back. In the end, the belief truly is that at some point when it really, really counts, Matthew Stafford is going to be behind center.
But they
now, if they're not, I get you. But we're not really sitting here believing, look, man, Matthew Stafford is so bad, he might miss the season. We're not thinking like that.
Now, Jaden Daniels is an LSU guy.
Yes, he is.
Right? And I'm
Go Tigers.
I'm absolutely expecting him to elevate. But wouldn't we have said the same thing about C.J. Stroud after the first year in Houston?
Offensive line
listen to me. Listen to me now.
I'm listening.
Listen to me. This team went out. They invested the resources to put themselves in a position to be better.
Yeah, but they got injured. Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs.
I'm with you on that.
That's
it's
my
not
point,
always,
Stephen A.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about just putting the weapons. We've seen Matthew Stafford do this time after time after time now. It's not new that he has the Rams in contention and playing at a very high level. Without him and his back, even if he's not healthy, let's say he's on the field and he's not healthy enough to play at his level, the Rams are in more trouble than the Commanders.